Week 2 of the fantasy football season. Here's a few kickers I have as sleepers this week. The first kicker is Spencer Schrader of the Indianapolis Colts. So Schrader last week went out there and he had a big performance. 15 fantasy points. So he's got a big boot. Indoor game once again versus the Denver Broncos coming to town where they're bend but don't break defense. And we saw Joey Sly have 14 fantasy points versus Denver defense last week. And Schrader, he was good filling in for Harrison Butker last season with the Kansas City Chiefs. So this week with a good matchup and back indoors once again at home for Schrader, I think he's a good sleeper option at the kicker position. Like I said, 15 fantasy points last week. Was solid last year for the Chiefs filling in for Butker. And he's going to get opportunities this week versus the Broncos. Next kicker, Matt Prater of the Buffalo Bills. Prater was the hero last week. Walk-off kick to win that great ball game, 41-40 versus the Baltimore Ravens. Available 95% of fantasy leagues is Matt Prater. And we know he's a veteran in this league. And he kicks big-time field goals. And he still has that long-range boot. So with Tyler Bass at least out a few more weeks, opportunities are going to be there for Matt Prater. And this week it's a good matchup at the New York Jets where they've been a bend but don't break defense for many seasons where kickers get decent amount of opportunities. So with this Bill offense struggling the last couple seasons in games they played at MetLife Stadium, I think we could see 3 or 4 opportunities for Matt Prater in this one. And the final kicker is Daniel Carlson of the Las Vegas Raiders. So last season was a down year for Daniel Carlson. Last week he went out there, had a good ball game. We know he's got a big boot. And when you play your home games indoors, it's always a plus. And this week, with the Chargers coming to town on Monday Night Football indoors here, I think opportunities will be there for Daniel Carlson. Where last week, like I said, he had 11 fantasy points. He did hit one 50-plus yarder and missed a 53-yarder in that game. But like I said, this Raider offense has improved this season, adding Geno Smith, adding Ashton Jinty in the NFL draft, drafting Deontay Thornton as well, who I think will help later down the line this season. So I think opportunities will be there for Daniel Carlson in a game where they know they got to put points on the board versus a good Charger offense. Carlson's a sleeper option this week, and he's available in 89% of fantasy leagues. So that's a few kickers I have as sleepers for week 2 of the fantasy football season.